it up. Tonight, we're gonna do another bedtime story. What's this book?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
After this book, hope everybody have a good night's sleep.
I have no one. I have a lot.
Yeah, a lot of books. Tonight we're gonna read this one. Sleeping Beauty. In a faraway land long ago, King Stephen and his fair queen wished for a child. At last a daughter was born and they named her Aurora. To honor the baby princess, the king held a great feast. Noble and peasant, knight and the lady, everyone flocked joyfully to the castle. King Stephen welcomed his good friend King Hubert to the feast. King Hubert had brought his young son Philip with him. The king agreed that someday Philip and Aurora would be married. Among the guests were the good fairy, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Each of the magic beings wished to bless the infant with a gift. Waving her wand, Flora chanted, "My gift shall be the gift of beauty." Cho công chúa đẹp. And my, say Fauna, shall be the gift of song. Merryweather turn was next, but before she could speak, the castle door flew open. Lightning flashed, thunder rumbled, a tiny flame appeared and grew quickly into the form of evil witch Maleficent. Her pet black raven was perching on her shoulder. Maleficent was furious, for she hadn't been invited to the feast. Now she took revenge. "I too have a gift for the newborn babe," she sneered. "She shall indeed
Sao không có chiếc chân nhẹ? Sao
grace
không
and
có
beauty."
chiếc chân nhẹ? Không có
But
chiếc
before
chân
the
nhẹ.
sun set on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of spinning wheel and die. Cái áo nó dài che cái chân. With a cruel slap,
Sao che chiếc chân
which
vậy?
vanished. Everyone in the room
Sao
was
che
good
chiếc
chicken.
chân chỗ đây vậy?
Cái áo nó dài. Cái áo nó dài nó che. But Merryweather still had the gift to give, and she tried to undo Maleficent's curse.
Không mẹ của em mà.
She
Sao
said
chị
to
đi ngủ
infant,
vậy?
Sarah,
Sao em của Phân sợ chị đi ngủ vậy?
càng nhỏ thức. If through this witch trick a spindle should your finger prick, not in death but just in sleep. The faithful prophecy you kept, and from this slumber you shall wake. When true love kissed, the spell shall break. King Stephen ordered that every spinning wheel in the land be burned, but he still feared the witch curse, so the good fairy hatched a plan. They would take Aurora to live with them deep in the wood, safe from Maleficent.
Cái gì bởi vậy?
Mấy cái đó đốt hết. They burn all the spinning wheel. King and queen agreed. They watched with heavy heart as the fairy hurried from the castle, carried the baby princess. To guard the secret, the fairy disguised themselves a peasant woman and changed Aurora name to Briarrose. The years passed quietly, and Briarrose
Sao Thơ nói vậy?
grew
Sao
into
Thơ
beautiful
nói vậy?
young woman. Okay. Nó đem đi vô gần ở. Đem công chúa vô gần ở.
Sao đem baby của con chú vậy?
Đem vô gần ở. Trốn bà phù thủy. She hid away from the Maleficent. At last, the princess reached her 16th birthday. Planning a surprise, the fairy sent her out to pick berries. Fauna baked a cake for her, while the others sewed her new gown. In a mossy glen, Bria Rose danced and sang with her friend, Bird and the animal. She told him of her beautiful dream about meeting a tall, handsome stranger and falling in love.
Số đen
Đem chú gì Vinh nữa.
số đen bé số đen em bé của con.
A handsome young man came riding by. When he heard Bria Rose singing, he jumped from his horse and hid in the bushes and to watch her. Then he reached out to take her hand. Bria Rose was startled. I didn't mean to frighten you, the young man smiled, but I feel like we met before. Nó tưởng nó gặp qua. Bria Rose felt very happy. She and her admirer gazed into each other's eyes. Young man didn't know she was Princess Aurora, and she didn't know he was Prince Philip, to whom she had been betrothed many years before. Back at the cottage, the fairy gave Bria Rose her birthday surprise. Then Bria Rose told them that she had fallen in love. Yeah. Impossible, they cried. They told her the truth at last, that she was a royal princess betrothed at birth to a prince. Now it was time for her to return home. So poor Aurora was led away, pining for her handsome stranger. Maleficent graven perched on the chimney of the cottage and had heard everything. It flew off to warn Maleficent that the princess was finally returned to her rightful home. Maleficent sped to the castle there, using her evil power. She lured Aurora to a high tower. In a tiny room, a spinning wheel suddenly appeared, touched the spindle.
So
Touch the
no
spindle.
baby, so no baby, so no baby. Con chú này nó rồi.
Lớn rồi. Mười mấy năm sau nó lớn. She grew up. Then the three good fairy rushed to the rescue, but they were too late. Aurora had touched the sharp spindle and instantly falling into a deep sleep. Maleficent's curse has come true. Now, with a harsh laugh, the witch vanished. The fairies wept bitterly. Poor King Stephen and the Queen. They be heartbroken when they find out. They're not going to, said Flora. We put them all to sleep until the princess awakened. So the three fairies flew back and forecasting a dream-like spell over everyone in the castle. Làm cho ai cũng ngủ hết. To make everybody sleep. Meanwhile, the witch had captured Philip and chained him deep in her dungeon. But the good fairy and other plans for him. Using their magic, they melted the prince's chain. They armed him with the shield of virtue and the sword of truth. Then they sent him racing to the castle to awaken the princess. When the witch saw Philip escape, she fiercely tried to stop him. She heard
Nó làm gì ra đi?
nó bay cơ.
Nó bay vậy?
She hurled a heavy boulder at him, but the brave prince rode on. When Philip reached Aurora Castle, Maleficent caused a forest of thorns to grow up all around him. Philip angrily hacked the thorn aside with his powerful sword. In a rage, the witch soared to the top of the highest tower. There she changed into a monstrous dragon. Now you shall deal with me, O prince, she shrieked, and all the power of evil. Maleficent breathed huge wave of flame. Philip ducked behind his strong shield. Thunder cracked, flame roared around him. The prince fought bravely, guided by the good fairy. He flung his magic sword straight as an arrow. It buried itself deep into the dragon's evil heart, and the beast fell to death. Maleficent was no more.
Xin rồi kia.
Con phù thủy. Philip raced to the tower where his love lay sleeping. Gently he kissed her. Aurora's eyes slowly opened. She was awake. Now everyone awoke smiling. The king and queen were overjoyed to see Aurora again, and wedding plans were soon made. The good fairy was blissful too. It had all ended just the way it should, happily ever after.